Hey guys, it's Tekken time.
Yay.
Yep, joining me is Kevin in the house.
What's up?
And we
Very
got
excited to do this one.
Eli in the house.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Eh.
Enter the Tekken.
Get ready for the next battle.
I love that.
Yeah.
And in the peanut gallery, we got Joseph in the house.
Yeah, I'm just watching this, not really getting myself involved in it.
That's fine. People hop on just to watch. It's just a casual thing that we do here. Anyway, it's Tekken games, baby. Fucking Tekken doesn't work as well as Marvel, but I tried.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all in for the hype for Kazuya and Smash Brothers. Which,
Absolutely.
Super
by
hype.
the way, is the best inclusion to Smash since Banjo. My opinion, sorry.
That's fine. He's definitely close there to me.
Yeah.
Top 3 easily.
Yeah. Undoubtedly.
Top 3.
Undoubtedly top
Although
three.
we should save that for another day. But
Yes.
let's talk about the place he actually was born from, Tekken. So I'm gonna ask you guys something. Do we want to go chronological order, or do we just want to do what we've been doing from what we've been given?
I'm totally fine with the chronological order, but
I was just gonna say, yeah, I think that makes more sense.
Okay, so let's start with Tekken 1. 3,
Tekken
2, 1, go.
a bit of a disclaimer. I don't actually have a bad tier list on here because I don't think there's a bad Tekken game.
I don't think it's a bad Tekken. Well,
I only have one.
I only have one as well.
And that's the first one.
Well, yeah. I mean, just given the standards of like what Tekken was at the time, then
I should probably put Never Played also. Hold on, give me a sec on that.
We never played the PSP game. Don't sue us.
The PSP version of Dark Resurrection. We haven't played Advanced, and we haven't played the 3D. I was able to. Well, never mind. I was gonna say there was a time where I could have gotten the 3D game, but it was like, on there. I don't think I'd be missing much if I don't get it because it just didn't really have a whole lot to it. Like from what I remember, it's just like a handheld version of Tekken 6, just with even less content, and it also has the Blood Vengeance movie on it, which I don't know how you'd be able to watch a movie on the 3DS. But anyway, we're talking about 1 now.
We're talking about 1. The very first game. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
The only Tekken game that I don't like. I really can't stand because it just looks bad and it just plays awkwardly. Like no sidestepping at all. I mean, I know it's the first game, but it's still
It is understandable you would think that way.
And the endings are nowhere near as good as the previous games, like the ones.
Hey now, Kazuya's ending. He throws his father off a cliff, and he looks at the camera and smiles. It's the best ending ever made.
Which the internet really wants that to be a victory animation in Smash. Him just smiling.
It needs to happen, yeah.
It definitely needs to happen for now.
Okay,
it needs to be his opponent though. But that'd be so crazy if it was like Heihachi, me, that he throws off. Alrighty.
So
I'm sorry. For a second, I thought Kevin just said it'd be fun if Heihachi threw me off a cliff. I don't know why I thought that.
Well, I mean, no, it wouldn't. But yeah, that's funny, humorous.
Nah, he would just strap us, all 3 of us, to a rocket, and Joseph would be laughing at us, foreshadowing to another game. But yeah, Tekken 1. Tekken 1 is just okay. I didn't think it was a bad game.
Like it at all.
I just didn't. I thought it was okay.
It's the one and only Tekken game that I don't ever want to play again. But at least the other Tekken games, when I put in Matt, at least I'll try every once in a while.
Here's the thing. Tekken 1 is good for what it is at the time, but considering what we get after that,
Tekken didn't get. Tekken definitely did not get as popular until 3 came out because 3 was the most sold out of all time. Well, we'll get to that then. later.
I
Yeah,
thought that was
but,
2,
like-
but okay.
Maybe that is when the arcade version got reliable with it. I don't know.
Like with the original Tekken, I totally get like everybody's saying like, oh, it's like the worst one, and yeah, I would say it's probably the weakest in the series by virtue of it being the first game, and it's like shown its age the most out of all of them, and but I do think it does have some good things about it. Like I'm a sucker for like the old school graphics. I mean, maybe not the character models, but like the backgrounds and like all the stages. And I think the soundtrack's really good. I love the soundtrack, and I love how most of it comes back for Tekken 2. And like even with the like maybe not the character models themselves, but I like some of the outfits that they have for the characters in this game. Like Lee actually dresses up in a tuxedo in this one. He actually one of his outfits is his tuxedo that he gets in later games, and Dan Ryu gets a gi as like an alternate outfit. That's cool. And but yeah, the real problem with the first Tekken is just how slow it feels, like compared to the other games. Like it's just like so stiff in its controls, and like it takes forever to get back up off the ground. Like when you get knocked down, and you jump like you're on the moon. And
I like
what'd you say to me?
I like the moon.
Well, I like the moon too. But what else? I was gonna say something else. Right, there's no practice mode. There's like no practice mode, no command list. Like the game is severely lacking in content. All you have is the arcade mode and the versus mode. Like you don't even get a practice mode. That's just so weird how you don't even get a practice mode. And it's just arcade versus and an options menu, and that's all you get. But I do think it still has its merits. Like, of course, like I said, the soundtrack and at least some of the endings have kind of a charm to them. Like, especially Kazuya's with his grin. And I can appreciate it for starting what is I'm just gonna like I didn't even say this when we started, but Tekken is my favorite fighting game franchise, and I'm so glad that we're finally doing a tier list of it because it means I can finally talk a lot.
Get a drink, everybody. We'll be here for hours.
What? I was trying to think of what else. Okay, so yeah, I like the backgrounds and the soundtrack, but yeah, the gameplay is kind of weird, and AI's kind of yeah. But then again, you could say that about the like I was playing. Kevin, I was telling you I was playing the old games earlier today, just a bit.
Yeah,
like
told me about
Tekken 1 and 2.
Unblockable, I think.
Yeah, but that was in Tekken 2. In Tekken 1, like I was going through as Kazuya because Kazuya Smash.
Right, obviously.
And, I was actually doing pretty good for a while, but then like by the time I got to I think it was maybe stage 5, stage 6, all of a sudden the CPU just started destroying me. Like I still ended up beating the arcade mode later on, but it was like they just kept them beating me up for a while. I had to like continue several times for pretty much every character after that. Michelle especially. I think Michelle gave me the worst trouble. Freaking Michelle. But
Talk about Michelle when we get to the character.
Freaking Michelle, what a bitch!
Yeah, that's for the characters.
Yeah, what a job.
Original Tekken, the weakest in the series, but I don't think it's absolutely terrible. Yeah,
I thought it was fun. It was
when I actually
with that.
when I actually played the arcade like version of Tekken, guess what character I kept on playing as the most?
The kangaroo.
King.
That makes sense.
I was gonna say.
I like Armor King as well.
I love that.
King Flamans Unite.
Yep.
I'm
I
not a
love
King
that. I love that Mexican wrestling style that he definitely had.
That fucking. Oh, we're already skipping the characters though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
Enough about the characters. We gotta move
What's
on.
your
The next one.
We will
We'll
get
to the
there.
characters after this.
We'll get there. Damn it!
One more
I'm gonna
thing,
cry.
Tekken 1 introduced so many iconic Tekken characters that would become series staples for pretty much the
Heihachi,
rest of the series.
Paul, Nina, Kazuya.
Kazuya, Paul, Law, Heihachi, Jack, Nina.
And King, of course.
Pretty much everybody here except for Michelle.
King.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
but Julia made it slightly better.
yeah, like I think Michelle is like the only one out of these characters that doesn't really. Wait, Kunimitsu.
No, Kunimitsu's in 2.
Yeah, she is in 2, and so is Michelle.
We're talking about 1 though.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I'm just talking like pretty much like after Tekken 2, Michelle would like just stop appearing. But anyway, that's for another time.
I was about to say,
Characters.
stop talking about the characters. We'll get there.
This is the game. All right, are we ready to move on to Tekken?
Do you
2?
like the game or not, Eli?
Well, I put it in okay.
Okay
Like I
then.
It's the only game on my shit list.
I
Did
wouldn't
not
put-
Which I'm fine with. Like, if you don't like the first Tekken, that's totally understandable.
No, you're a fake Tekken fan, Kevin. Gotta like the
whatever.
original.
I didn't actually play the first. I didn't actually play the first Tekken
The
until.
original's not always the best. Okay.
I didn't play the first Tekken until the arcade history mode in Tekken 5, so I didn't have like nostalgia to go off of. Well, okay, maybe I did. Well, okay, compared to Tekken 2, I didn't have nostalgia.
Speaking of which,
Anyway.
let's get to that one. Tekken 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Let's see what you guys.
I put it at good.
I put it in meh.
Oh.
It was originally going to be in just plain bad, but I kind of gotten used to it a little tiny bit after
Oh,
replaying it on
see.
Tekken 5.
I see.
Great.
I thought it was just good.
I guess.
It was an improvement of the original, but I still.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I still don't
like
think
that.
I'll go back and play it.
I'm debating whether or not to put it in good or great because, on one hand, like it's shown its age, like the first game. It's definitely better than the first game, no question. But on the one hand, I was playing it earlier and having a lot of fun with it, and Tekken 2 is my childhood. Well, it was my first Tekken game, the first Tekken game I owned for myself. It was also one of the first fighting games I ever played. Actually, it was. I can't remember if it was Tekken 2 or if it was Smash 64, which was my first fighting game. But yeah, I really do like. You know what? The heck with it. Putting it in great. I'm sorry, but
Indecisive.
I'm sorry, but
fuck.
nostalgia is strong. The nostalgia is strong with this one. I just
That's fair.
really enjoy Tekken 2, and it is definitely it's a huge improvement over 1. Does exactly what a sequel should do. Take the first one and make it even better. There's a lot more to it now. There's so many more moves to the character. There's more characters. So many more moves to the characters. You actually have. There's more modes. They have like new modes that would become series new modes like time attack, team battle, and survival, which would be like series staples until Tekken 7, but we'll get to that. And again, I absolutely love the soundtrack. I really think that Tekken 2 has an amazing soundtrack, one of the best in the series. Like most of the great songs from 1 carry over to the game, as well as a lot of new ones. I love like Kazuya's theme and Laws and Michelle's and King's. And who else? Yeah, Devil's. And
If you use the cheat code, you get an angel.
not really a cheat code, it's just pressing a different button.
Still a cheat code.
Yeah. Right though.
You gotta
And,
press buttons to make them magically appear. That's a cheat code.
And again, I'm a sucker for like the 2D backgrounds and stuff. Like I like a lot of the back. I love Lay's stage. I love how his stage is all like neon casinos
That's the
city.
night tower thing, right? You know, it was like nighttime and they're on top of like a building or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was-
that was a good one.
yeah. And I like Devil's stage, which is just like a big mirror in the background that just goes on and on and on. And what else? Yes, the new modes, survival and time attack. I admit I don't really play those too much, but it's great that they're there anyway. Good for replay value. But I love team battle. Team battle is my favorite offline mode besides arcade mode. Like I played team battle a lot in pretty much every Tekken
And
game.
not only get to play your favorite character, but your two favorite characters. Oh wait, I forgot there was Tekken Tag.
Yeah, well, we're gonna Tekken tag. We're gonna Tekken tag. And
It's so funny. I was just like looking at Tekken again, and that came up.
there's like the small things, like this being the first game where Kazuya gets his purple suit.
Yes,
Which I
and we also get introduction with the Devil Gene, the Devil
Mhm.
Gene.
Which actually sort of had like a hidden cheat thing in the first game. Like it's something to do with like the whole, like in Tekken 1 you could play Galaga before you boot up the game, and if you like beat the game you get like a special outfit for Kazuya, which was kind of looking like Devil, but just it was kind of weird. I mean, and well, another cool thing about Tekken 2, actually, there's actually some like little Easter egg cheats. Well, not cheats, but it's like little like Easter egg for fun kind of thing. Like you can do a thing where you can make the characters' heads all big, like their heads and bodies get all inflated,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
I
their
forgot you could
voices
try
get
that.
all high pitched. And there's like a wireframe cheat too. I'm pretty sure. Like it's like the Little Mac arcade thing. And, this is when the ending started getting good in Tekken. Well,
Yeah, they definitely improved on the endings.
yes, Kazuya is one of my favorites. I love King's
Yeah,
Kid.
yeah, I
King's
love that
is-
too. Like Heihachi was actually being a good father, blocking Devil Kazuya's laser, and Kazuya was like, "Wait, no!"
Takes advantage
Don't
of it.
stop!
Love it.
And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, this gives me an idea. He just grabs Heihachi,
Yeah.
and he just keeps blasting, using him as a shield, and throws
Yeah.
him, and Devil Jin just swats Heihachi away.
Yeah,
That's for Kazuya to get an uppercut on him.
and he's got that smile.
That's so good. I love
Mhm.
that.
I had a blast using Kazuya. I was playing Tekken 2 earlier. I had a blast using Kazuya. It's crazy how many like I was even like playing the practice mode just to like get a handle on Kazuya again, like get all of his moves. It's crazy how many moves that he got in this game that he's had in, like I could probably say that about every other character too, but like how many moves they have in this game that have been in like every game since pretty much. Like he's got Kazuya's got like the hell sweeps, he's got like the lightning screw uppercut and all those other uppercuts and stuff. It's just like Tekken 2's, in short, Tekken 2's huge improvement over 1. And
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
and also one more
The
thing.
gameplay is slightly better. The endings are definitely better.
Character models are better.
It just still felt like it was missing a lot of stuff still for me. Like, I mean, it looks better, but it still kind of looks like And also, it kind of feels a little off, even though the improved gameplay. I mean, they still don't have any sidestepping yet.
That's not until 3, but we're almost there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Kazuya had sidestepping, but I'm pretty sure that was only for arcade mode, like when you fought him.
Oh, yeah. And more characters, better music, more stages, like the better Tekken.
Indeed. And before I forget, Tekken 2 has one of my favorite opening sequences. I love the opening sequence in this. Like, I love the music and
It's
like
alright.
everything, like all the. I mean, it's not as good as. I mean, never mind. It is really great. although it's not my favorite Tekken opening, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, I know mine is. I think you can agree with me.
Yeah.
I know where it's going.
Just a note for anybody watching, the reason why I'm so silent is that I played 5 and Beyond the most, and just briefly played some of the previous games, just so I could have some amount of input to put. So, I will continue to let these two have the floor until Tekken 5. I might say something, but here's
It's
Tekken
okay.
3. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
It's okay, Noah. Now you know how I felt when we did the Mortal Kombat tier list.
That's fair.
Oh, I told you there.
He's fair. He's fair.
Sure.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, I guess. I wish. I mean,
Alright, Kevin 11, why do you think Tekken 3 is a masterpiece?
Okay, here's the thing. This is where Tekken 3 really set the bar until welcome to the pinnacle of fighting games, Tekken. Just every freaking thing about this, well, almost everything about this game is just splendid. It's the combat is so much better, it's so much smoother. Everyone looks much better than they've ever have been during that time in the PS1 era. And we get introduced some new characters, awesome characters like Jin, Brian.
Tekken. I feel like, you know what? I feel like Tekken 3 has the strongest selection of newcomers in the series so far.
Yes.
of all the new characters that they add, Tekken 3 has the strongest
Most
selection because there's so many good ones, so many good ones.
Jin and
that would be
Brian are the absolute best ones.
Who?
Jin and Brian.
Jin and Brian?
Okay.
I can agree to that. Yeah.
I have to
also,
I would say
disagree.
maybe Jin and Paul. I do love Brian all the same.
I have
Jin
to.
and who?
Huarong.
Oh, Ronald's cool.
Yeah.
I have to
other than
disagree with you, Eli,
characters.
that Tekken 3 was the one that had the best selection of newcomers. Because in Tag Tournament 2, you get to play as Sebastian.
It's
Okay.
Sebastian.
The best Tekken newcomer.
Uh-huh. Sure.
What about Violet? It's Lee with purple hair!
Oh no, I agree. I do like Vital a lot.
I do too, but why was he a DLC character?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with it.
it's just him with purple hair!
And sunglasses. Don't forget the
I
sunglasses.
thought he was a twin brother or some shit when I first saw him, but no.
No, it's
just
definitely in
he
disguise.
just dunked himself in grape Kool-Aid and he's a new character.
I do like how he speaks English, though. It's like a reference to how Lee did speak English in Tekken 4.
Yeah, he did. That was weird. Then he started speaking Japanese again. And then he started speaking English again.
More on that in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but back to 3.
Oh yeah, back to 3. I fucking love 3 because just by the characters, the music, the gameplay, sidestepping. It's all there. Everything that I wanted from the first 2 games. And the endings, it got really CGI in the Tekken 3 games for a PS1 game.
Mm-hmm.
It was also the first Tekken game to have voice acting in it. Well, only for Julia's ending.
Sadly, though, Kazuya was not in this game. This is the only Tekken game that he wasn't in. He got replaced by Finn.
He was actually alive. He was actually alive too.
Yeah, he was just doing
the
something
story.
else. He was doing
Nah,
his own shit.
actually, it reminded me of that happened. I'm putting it.
He was busy doing his homework.
My boy didn't make the cut, and he's arguably the protagonist.
Yeah. People like to say Jin's the protagonist.
No, I think Kazuya is an antagonist.
Well, you could be
he's
a
more-
protagonist
he's
and
like
still
that
be
anti-hero, I
evil.
guess.
He's one of the 3 main characters, but he's an antagonist because
He's
super...
the best
He's more of a
one.
villain.
No,
he's more of a
he's the
villain.
best one.
Fuck
but,
you, PlayStation All Stars.
PlayStation what?
Yes, that was a Tekken game. Why is that on the list?
Yeah,
I have a confession. I actually like PlayStation All Stars.
I can't believe you guys mentioned that PlayStation All Stars.
I have a confession. I actually like that game.
I like it.
It's not as good as Smash. It's not as good as Smash, but I still think it's.
I mean, it was a fun time until the Wii U Smash Brothers came out.
I mean,
and then
I think that game might be better than Smash 4 and Melee. Oh,
it says something. It says something to how much I love Tekken that the first character that I chose when I played PlayStation All Stars for the first time was Heihachi.
All right, can we? I know we're gonna get off topic, but can we acknowledge the fact that PlayStation All Stars roster, and then you look at Ultimate's roster, and we got like the better characters. Like PlayStation's got Raiden, Smash got Solid Snake, PlayStation has Heihachi, Smash has Kazuya.
I actually like using Raiden in PlayStation All Stars, and I love Heihachi.
There's another example, but I don't remember what it was. But we get way off topic. Fuck you, PlayStation All Stars. I love to hate you. You're the best Street Fighter game. Anyway, moving on.
That's a whole other story. Well, are you still talking, Kevin, or do I take it?
Well, okay, well, not only like the ending was like so much better, like everything. Oh yeah, the combos system is like so heavenly improved. Like you can actually do like 10-hit combos and everything now. Just like it's just
I think there is actually
the selling is like unbelievable. It's sold shit ton. It's like
I think it was actually I think it's actually like one of the best-selling fighting games of all time. Like it's
it is.
It might be in the top 5. Like I think I'm pretty sure Brawl beat it out.
It's still top 5.
Yeah.
After all this.
Brawl beat it out. Maybe Tekken 7 beat it out. I don't know.
That's like the only game that would possibly beat it. It's Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Tekken 3 like sits on top.
Yeah. But yes. Sorry to say, I mean Tekken 3 isn't that great, but I hate to say it, I haven't actually played Tekken 3 that much.
Same.
I mean, it's probably the Tekken game I've played the least. Not because I didn't like it, but because I just never had an opportunity to really like own it for myself. Like here's a fun little fact. I had a friend who he meant to actually give me Tekken 3 like just for the heck of it. Like it wasn't for like a birthday or anything. He just gave me it for the heck of it. And but instead,
I know where you're going with it.
Huh?
I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Then I threw it in the garbage.
He gave. Here's the thing. It was a Tekken 3 case, but inside was Tekken 2.
Oh god, I remember that. The worst case for me is that I had the Crash Bandicoot.
It was an honest mistake. And
Eli.
I mean, if he did give me Tekken 3 like he meant to, I would probably be singing so many praises of Tekken 3, and Tekken 2 would probably not be in the spot it is on my tier list.
What a horrible friend.
So I'm looking at the.
I didn't really care. I mean, I still love Tekken 2 for what it was.
So I'm looking at the sales for fighting games, and what were you saying? Tekken 7 and Super Smash Bros. Brawl,
and Tekken 3.
Oh, and Tekken 3. So Super Smash Bros. Brawl actually beats both Tekken 3 and Tekken 7. Brawl with like 13.32 million. Tekken 3 with 8.3 million, and Tekken 7 surprisingly 7 million.
Oh yeah, I knew 7 has sold at least 7 million so far. I couldn't remember how many.
7 in the title.
Yeah. but I know they keep doing the whole thing where it's like we're gonna celebrate 7 selling this many copies. Here's this many copies. Yeah.
No way! 7 got 7 million? That's unheard of!
But I do pretty much agree with, like, even though I haven't played Tekken 3 a whole lot, I do pretty much agree with what you say, Kevin. with how it plays and how it really just set the bar for Tekken games. Like from what I play, I definitely enjoy it a whole lot. It definitely looks great, and it undoubtedly plays the best out of the PS1 games. And some people say it's actually the best Tekken game, like overall. I personally disagree, but we'll get to those when I get
I
to those.
respectfully disagree, but it's absolutely the best one PS1.
Yes, it is definitely the
I
best
can agree with
PS1.
that.
Even
I can
though
play that. I can play that all day if I wanted to.
the only thing I say is kind of a downgrade for me is the game's soundtrack. I just don't think it's as good as two's. I mean, this might be a hot take.
It doesn't have,
And
yeah, it doesn't have the best soundtracks, but I still enjoy it.
Well, maybe
and I
if your
actually prefer
friend
the
had the
I
right
actually
game
prefer
in the thing, maybe you would appreciate the soundtrack, so you'd be nostalgic to it. Meh!
And I think I actually prefer the arcade soundtrack over the arranged soundtrack.
Noah,
What's up?
press is practice.
Practice!
Yeah, remember practice?
Yeah, I remember practice.
I
Do you
was
remember practice,
practicing
Eggman?
on-
Fuck you! I think he remembers practice.
I practiced on your wife earlier.
But yeah, this is so many great
Now he's
characters
crying.
introduced in this one. Brian Horan, Eddie Gordo, Jin. I was gonna say somebody else. Oh wait, I was also gonna say this has one of my favorite designs for Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu. My favorite one is in 4, though.
Yeah, I actually don't know which Yoshimitsu design is my favorite, at least Tekken wise. Like I know in Soul Calibur, I think my favorite Yoshimitsu design is 6, like Soul Calibur 6, but I don't know about Tekken actually.
So
Because there's a lot of good ones.
So badass looking. Just
Are
skeleton.
you talking about the Tekken 4 one?
Yeah,
Oh,
with the skeleton bug guy.
yeah. I like the alternate one too. I'm pretty sure we can like talk about that when we get to characters with Yoshimitsu. But
Yeah, like he keeps on changing his appearance all the time.
Yep.
They have some extra modes. Like pretty much all the modes from 2 are back, but they also have Tekken Force and Tekken Ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the modes. We gotta talk on the modes. I really enjoy playing the bowling one.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a bowling one. It's more like a volleyball.
Oh really? Wait,
Bowling was in 7.
No, wait. The bowling one. When did the bowling one come out? No, it wasn't 7.
Bowling is in Tag 1 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember because it's a fun.
I do remember volleyball.
Yeah, the volleyball 1s and 3. Yeah. And then there was Tekken Force, which was like a beat 'em up, and I've never beaten it. I don't know about y'all, but
No, I never.
I could never beat it.
I didn't enjoy it that much, if I'm being honest. But
Oh, this game also had there was like some console exclusive characters that they added in this game. I mean, like characters that weren't in the arcade version. There was Gon, basically like fighting Yoda in Soul Calibur 4.
God,
Yeah,
Gog.
almost forgot about that.
You got fucking Gog, man.
That was in the GameCube version only, right?
No,
PS
Xbox 4 on Xbox 360.
Oh,
unless you got him as
right.
DLC in the PS3 version, vice
Oh my
versa
God.
for Darth
Oh, I'm
Vader.
so glad you're not there anymore.
We moved on.
I'm so
And
happy.
then there was
just one
Dr.
game.
Boskanovich, who I could never figure out how to use because he just kept falling over a lot. Or whatever. I mean, I haven't really been able to use him a whole lot. Not to mention you have to beat Tekken Force a bunch of times to actually unlock him, so I could never really see how Dr. Boskanovich played.
I think it's time to talk about the next game.
I think,
Yeah, I agree.
but like Tekken 3, great game, best game gameplay wise on the PS1, and like it's pretty much the best in it. It's the best PS1 Tekken game and everything but soundtrack.
Okay. Is it Tekken 4 or Tag Tournament? Which came out first?
Tag Tournament came out first.
Okay.
That tournament came out first. Okay, but yeah, Tekken 3 is incredible. I love it.
Ready, tag tournament. 3, 2, 1, go. I have never played it, so the stage is all yours. Okay, when I said the stage is all yours, I didn't mean do a musical number. I meant talk about the game.
It's such a quiet stage.
So I have many memories of Tekken Tag 1. I remember playing it for hours, the PS2 like I have the HD version now, but back then I had the PS2 version and played the heck out of it.
PS2 era.
Yeah, like
Version.
this PS2. Kevin, I think you and I can agree. PS2 is the golden age of Tekken.
Yes. Unfucking doubtably.
Yes, indeed. Like
I had
Tekken.
the most fun in PS2.
Mhm.
Like, I'm second.
Like I love how they brought back everybody. Well, almost everybody.
Yeah, like literally every single Tekken game that's on PS2 is like I always play it most.
Mm-hmm. But like with Tekken Tag, it was great to see like everybody. It was like a celebration of the first 3 games with almost every character from the first 3 games. Just now with a whole tag function, and it has a great soundtrack.
Yeah, and incredibly fun the tag thing it is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
The only flaw that's like making it like the best Tekken game ever is like one character is gone, then you just lose the whole match in general. Like not like eliminations or anything.
Yeah, I
like
don't
the
like
last
that.
standing. I hate that mechanic in that game.
I've gotten used to that.
I mean, I've gotten used to it, but I still don't like it.
No,
I
will never like that ever.
Just because you're used to getting stabbed all the time doesn't make the pain go away.
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it, but that's because I played Tekken Tag years before I ever played something like, Marvel vs. Capcom or like
But like you said before,
like
a lot
any
of
other.
them came back. Plus they added some weird ones like Devil and Ogre, True Ogre, and Angel.
No. Devil and Angel were in Tekken 2, and Ogre.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that they brought back.
Yeah, Ogre was in Tekken 3. But
yeah, Ogre was in Tekken 3. Yeah, I'm just saying like whoever came back. I'm saying not newcomers. I don't think there was any newcomers.
Well, the only real newcomers.
Oh, Alice, I think, right? No, Alice was in 2.
Alex was in 2. Yeah. Alex was in 2. I think the only like real newcomers, and I use the term loosely, were Tetsujin and Unknown. And Tetsujin was basically a Metal Mokujin.
Yeah, the Metal Mokujin, yes.
Unknown was like another version, like gameplay wise, was just another version of Mokujin.
It's pretty much June. Unknown is. Except like possessed by this wolf spirit, I think. I don't know.
Everybody speculated for years that Unknown was June, and then in Tekken Tag 2 it was like
it literally showed.
Right.
It literally showed in the endings.
Yeah.
It literally was revealed in the endings that Unknown is June.
I mean,
both Tekken games and Tekken Tags, yes.
I mean, but Tekken Tag 2 most certainly confirms it.
Yes.
Tekken Tag kind of like hinted at it, sort of, but Tekken Tag 2 was just outright, yep. She, of course, is. But yeah, Tekken Tag 1, I love the endings, maybe not.
Yeah, but they're not CGI though, and it's
I was gonna say I actually second guess myself. The endings are fine for what they are, but they just use like the end game engine for the endings, and it's just kind of.
I do remember endings that are like my faves. Like for instance, King and Armor King were training each other, and King lost to Armor King. Is like, no, damn it, why?
And Armor King's just like, get on my level, boy.
And there's the one with either Yoshimitsu and Kunimitsu when they fight, and whoever you played as is the victor. They do like this whole like the ending flash where you like they slash each other and then they like stand still. They're behind each other.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that moment until someone just like suddenly drops down when they're in that stance. That was so cool.
I think one of my favorites is Forest Laws, where he and Paul are just like practicing like moves, so just kind of sparring and whatnot, but then they accidentally kick each other in the crotch, and they're like, oh.
That was.
I think that was one of the endings too. I forgot which Tekken game though. Was it Tag or was it Sick? It was like Paul and Law were like setting themselves up into the ring so they can like make money, and they ended up KOing each other with like Law.
That was 6.
And
That
Law,
was 6. I thought it was 5, but it was 6. I think.
I think it was 6.
It was 6. Like they set each other up to where they face each other in the final round,
Right.
and they like kind of mess up and they end up like.
Yeah, I was saying that. I just didn't know I was saying it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I was just confirming that it's in 6. Yeah, that was in 6.
But back to Tag. Just long story short, I absolutely love it. I think it made Tag. It's kind of I don't know. Like, this could be disagreeable, the people who are watching this, but I think it's a more fun version of 3.
Oh, I agree. I mean,
I love 3. I think Tekken's slightly better. I think it did things that I think Tekken Tag did a few things better than Tekken 3. Mostly the fucking music. Can we talk about like the music that's Snow level?
feeling groovy.
No ears, no eyes, no arms, no legs, no dick, no ass, no hair. No
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not lying. That's the fucking song.
It is pretty much. It's so weird, but in a good way. It's like the weirdest soundtrack in the series. So good at the same time.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
I was gonna say something else. It had bowling. We already mentioned before. It had bowling.
Yes, it had bowling, which was fun.
Mm-hmm. Got the theater. That's you go to that thing. I like the whole feature where they had like a pair play. They had a pair play mode where you could actually team up with a buddy and like play it in.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, like you could like play all the different.
I never
modes
tested it out though, sadly.
Yeah, I didn't really get to test it out a whole lot. Like pretty much only with my dad. Like back in the day, I always used to play Tekken with my dad, but then it just got to where I was only playing it. So.
Damn, bro, your dad's pretty cool. I wish my dad would play games with me.
His favorite was always Hwarong.
Oh, Hwarong? What about you?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I pretty much use Hwarong too, but I mean, I just like a lot. There's not. I mean, we could probably save this for characters, but in all honesty, there's a lot of characters I love in Tekken. Like I love Kazuya, like I mean all the Mishimas and
games.
Games. Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the games. Right. Back to the games. Noah's here to make sure we don't get off topic.
I can't talk until we get to 5. Damn it!
Long story short, Tekken Tag is one of the best ones.
Also, it should be worth mentioning this game has an HD version, and that HD version is amazing. The HD version is great.
I play it, but I don't have PS3.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna see what you guys put for the next game, and then I'm going to leave the call.
Yeah, I gotta do my tournament match, so I'm gonna be back for 4 after this.
All right.
Well, I have a little bit more to say about Tag, but okay.
Oh, you do? All right, so go ahead and say what you need to say. I already said what I need to say. How much I love
it. Yeah. I mean, yes, I love it. Great graphics. I love the HD version as well. It looks great on the PS3, and it's kind of weird though. In the HD version, they take out the one-on-one modes, like the 1v1 modes. That's a bit.
Yeah, that's on the PS1 version only. That's only in the PS2 version.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's Tekken Tag Tournament. You can't tag somebody if you're not tagging anybody.
And they also
That's
take
how
out
you play
the gallery mode, which is basically the version of its own version of snapshot mode from the Smash Brothers games. But that's not really much of a loss. But yes, Tekken Tag 1, great. As I said, this is when, like, in my opinion, like until a certain point, Tekken games get better with every game. But we'll get to that certain point when we get to that certain point. But anyway, we'll be back after these messages, folks.
In the meantime, here's Dr. Eggman.
Why the fuck do you want me? I was just sleeping. I just found out that Princess Peach fucked my wife.
I wouldn't see that.
I thought she was a fucking virgin.
Dude, nobody is a fucking virgin in this planet, thanks to your wife.
God damn it!
Do you know what? It's always gonna be like this because get this, Princess Peach is a tramp.
I knew it. At least I have you on my side, Cortex. I fucked your wife at the Bandicoot. What? But, Eggman, it wasn't me. It was the Shadow Wolf.
That's true. That's true.
Bandicoot.
Well, the more you hit me, the weaker I become.
And the hornier I become.
Waiter, check please.
Waiter, check please. You hit my ride, you hit me. Oh wait, I should have been saying that.
Coco's a whore. I mean, what? I don't think that was the line of the game, but she literally has a line where she goes, "Yes, yes, yes! Look at this mess!
Mata!
Not my baby. I hate chicken.
I hate chicken.
I hate chickens, Eddie.
Crash Bandicoot!
I hate chickens, Eddie.
No. Chickens! I hate chickens.
Yeah, Crash Tag Team Racing has one of the most fucked up endings for any Crash video game.
Oh yeah, he kills somebody.
It's even more fucked up than Crash of the Titans.
What was fucked up about Titans?
Pancakes.
Everything.
Oh. You're talking about it in a metaphor sense, okay.
It's
Or not a
still
metaphor, a meta sense.
Well, anyway, I gotta get ready for matches, so
Yep.
I'll be back for Tekken 4.
We'll be here.
Alright, it'll take like 10-15 minutes, I'd
We
say.
won't go anywhere.
Alright.
Alright.
Thank you.
Except for me.
I'll be
Not
right back.
We'll be right here. Alright guys, let's ditch this place. I'm back, and I see a wolf is back too. Get
Yes.
the pepper spray.
Yeah, you would.
I would not. I would use a gun. I'm not crazy.
Walk off.
I'm not insane, God.
Right.
And we're back!
Block.
Yes, we're Tekken 4. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I'm Tekken 4?
You know, we're at Tekken 4.
My God. Okay, here I come. Alright, here we go, and boop, right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eli. Okay, alright, Bandicoot, I'll take that.
You call me Bandicoot. What a weird... Okay, Wolf.
Bandicoot.
Bandicoot. Anyway. Tekken 4. It's
Best
Oh,
Tekken game
yes.
ever.
No, but okay.
Well, for me it is.
Close to the best. I'll say at least. I mean, it's very close to the best,
Yeah.
but
I don't give a flying.
most
I don't
certainly,
give a flying fuck how stupid broken it is competitively. It still knocks the park out of everything else.
like, one thing I like say things I would definitely say it has the best story and the best stages out of every
Yep.
Tekken game.
Yep, 100%. I'm gonna say that.
I love the story in this game. It's definitely like its pinnacle. It's like
Yeah, this is the part
tier
where
story.
everyone's story is like revealed, like what makes the characters who they are. Like
they go all in. They go very in
they go
depth
full
with
blast with
everybody.
the story mode.
And they never go that in depth again. But that's it. That's for other ones.
Yeah.
But this is like the most in depth they ever go, and I love how grounded in reality this one is. Like it's like the most realistic Tekken game. It's like real world locations and like the characters are facing like real world problems and okay. And again, I love the well, no, I know you said you're not a big fan of like atmospheric music, but I just love how the soundtrack is with this game and how like every song fits the stage perfectly. Like
Yes,
if I were ever in an airport, I would like immediately think of that airport
every
song.
time. Yep.
And if I were
That's the best airport music I've ever heard in any game ever.
and if I were ever at the beach, I would think of that beach song. If I were at the mall, I think of the mall song. And
I think of fighting in the parking lot. I think of the parking lot stage.
Yes, I love the
Holy
parking
shit, that
lots.
thing picks up like a fucking 10, 11. Oh, jeez. I mean,
It's so
it's
good.
not much on music though, but I also love the stage where there's like a group of like people or gangsters, whatever, thugs, like just surrounding you.
I'll be honest,
That's
that might actually
incredible.
be my least favorite stage, only because it's so
Oh,
small.
really? It just looks good. I know it's small, yeah.
I mean, it's not. I don't hate the stage, but it's just like so tiny. Here's before I forget. Here's something I love about Tekken. Tekken 4. You can make your opponent hit the ceiling. You can like make them. You can like launch them up so high that they end up hitting the
Yeah,
ceiling.
and you can juggle them infinitely.
Yeah.
I think that's what the reason why it was like so broken though.
I
Yeah.
don't care how broken.
They will always try
I'm
and do
with you. I
that.
don't care.
I was
how
never
broken
good enough
Tekken
to
4
do
is.
that, but I bet it is the reason why it's
That's like the
broken.
little only downfall to this. Like, in terms of competitive play, tourney play, if you play this in a tournament, it's gonna suck. I think
So
that's
if
why,
your opponent is Jin.
I think that's why like, people consider it like one of the lesser Tekken games. But I strongly disagree if it's because of
I
everything
don't
else.
know
Though.
why. I definitely disagree with people saying this is like the quote unquote worst Tekken. I mean, I don't think people say it's
They
the
don't
worst.
know what they're talking about. There's no fuck way in hell.
No. I mean, I guess they wouldn't go as far as to say it's the worst, but it'd just be like, and I'm like, oh, come on,
It's not the worst. It's
it
the
is
Yeah.
not. It is not
It's
even
the
close.
best.
Well,
It's
Not even close.
obviously, it's not the worst because we
It
have it
has
so
the
high.
best everything.
I love all this. I love the stage. I love how big the stages are and like the whole grandiose feel and how it's just.
Another stage I really love, the factory one with all the smoke and fog around it.
Yes, and I love how that would almost always be like the second to last stage. It definitely felt like the second to last stage. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was just that whole dramatic
The
feel
jungle
too.
music's so good. The
Mhm.
oh my god, what else is there? There's just so many good ones.
So,
Like there's
so
like
much
not a
good
single
stuff.
bad one.
Mm-hmm.
But that Homura music though, oh my god, I'm gonna faint.
You sound like you're about to cry.
Oh, fucking stewing.
It's so good though.
Oh god.
I actually had it for like the longest time. I had it as the menu music, as my menu music for Tekken 7. That's how much I love it. It like
Oh, it
fits
is.
so well.
I have the Tekken Tag selection music for my menu, but I absolutely have that music, the Hamura music in the Mishima Dojo.
I mean, yeah, if I wasn't gonna put it in the menu, I'd put it on that stage. Yeah, because it definitely fits that stage.
Oh, and it has and Tekken 4, in my opinion, has the best character selection music, and announcer, and intros to the characters, and I don't know about endings though. It's a very strong contender though.
Oh, I love most of the endings in 4. Like I love, uh, like
Kazuya's, Jin's, like the main like endings are the best ones, obviously.
yeah. I also love, but besides them, I also love Kings.
Yeah, Kings was like, I think Kings is like the most serious out of all of them.
And I love how it's
like the serious one that Kings ever had. Because
like this.
well, actually, no, not true. Because there was the one where in Tekken 3, like he rushed down to see what's going on with Armor King, and he got his mask off, and it feels like he was dying out of sickness.
Yeah, or he was just.
Craig ended up killing him though.
Yeah, I mean he already established back in Tekken 2 that he wasn't in the greatest of health.
Yeah.
And
then we find out more in Tekken 6.
Yeah. 6.
There's another Armor King.
Well, I was gonna say about King's ending. I love how, like, Tekken 4 makes such a big deal out of how there's voice acting in the game now.
Yes.
Like with, I mean, like across the board. I mean, they had one in Tekken 3 briefly, but like this is where they go all out with.
They really actually start doing it. Yes.
But I love how King's ending. It's like actually the only ending in the game with no dialogue at all, and it's still so good.
Yeah, like I didn't know what's going on with the picture though. Like I think that was Craig's family and all that. I think it had something to do with Armor King, perhaps, or maybe King just doesn't want to like kill someone with a family. Like I didn't know.
I think that was the thing. He had like Craig Marduk had loved ones too, so he was like, "Oh man, if I kill him, I'll be just like him or whatever or something like that."
Oh yeah. Oh no, it revealed in King's intro in Tekken 5 that violence was not the answer, but they didn't explain like why, like in particular. But it just said like violence was not the answer.
Yeah.
So wait, did King put Craig Marduk in the hospital? Because like
he did because he was
okay, like, so he did fight him for like stage 6, I think, or 7.
It was like 7, yeah.
Okay.
There's 8 stages, and Marduk was the second to last. Well, there's normally 8 stages, but sometimes.
Yes, then he put
yes, he put him in the hospital because he got so upset because Marduk had killed Armor King. Even though I guess I think it's implied that it might have been an accident on Marduk's part. Like he may or may not have been.
I don't know about that, though.
I thought
Marduk's a pretty aggressive, ruthless guy.
I thought he killed him to just end his suffering because of his disease or whatever.
I thought he killed him just for the fun of it. He's just like, yeah.
Nah, I don't think it was like that.
I mean, that's what I thought at first.
I mean, to be fair, Marduk was not in the best state of mind at the time. Like they said, he was. They said he was all upset because he got like expelled from the ranks of like because he's a Vale Tudo fighter. Yeah. He was like in the professional circuit, but then he got kicked out of the circuit because he got linked to a scandal and he got all upset about that. Yes,
because that was revealed in his ending too when there's like quote unquote Valdu champion, whatever his name was, Kurt, whatever.
Jeff Slater, actually, is his name.
Jeff Slater. Okay, I didn't even bother. It was like whatever.
I mean, it's fair to not really remember his name.
He was old in that ending. Who cares? Yeah. He just literally headbutts him in one move, and that's it.
Don't bother getting up.
And then just steps on him after.
Yes, but other endings too. I love Law's ending as well, where he's like walking around his restaurant. It's like, oh, everybody's enjoying my food, and then all of a sudden, this guy's like, this food sucks.
This peppermint is too damn spicy.
He just punches him, and then he makes him like
totally okay, and no one says anything. No one like calls the cops in that first shot until like everyone just keeps bodies flying.
Well, yeah, that's how you handle critics. You punch him in the fucking face.
Oh no, put more anger in it.
That's more like it. Lawyers dance a bit more.
And it also has, and I think it also has the most seriousness out of like Paul, because
Oh
like
yes, I was gonna say.
I really like
This is
Paul's
my
ending a
favorite
lot.
Paul ending. I love Paul's ending in this. This is my favorite ending
It's
of
my
Paul.
favorite one too. I mean, I love the funny ones that he has, but I think this one really like shows like Paul's like more than just like a joke.
Mhm. It's like the most seriously he was ever taken in
Yeah.
the whole series.
In his style.
Ain't my style. Yep.
I love that ult that he has.
That's
I wish they
fantastic.
brought that back.
Yeah. I was
Um,
actually always a fan of his like guile brush hairdo style
I know.
thing.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if I were ever to play 4 again, I'd probably give the long hair a chance again because he does look good with the long hair.
Yeah, he does. I prefer that. I think his straight up hairstyle, you know, his default one is better with his red like karate gear.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't look like Ken.
Yeah.
It looks like more of it like him. He looks more like Paul. I actually, I don't know. This could be very, very controversial, but I feel like I'm the one person who can say right now is that I definitely prefer Combat over Mokujin as like the random character.
I mean, I guess.
I don't like
I
either
think
of them, so whatever.
I think Combat has a I think Combat has a
I
better
love his
sto-
ending though.
I think Combat has a better story than Mokujin,
Yes.
but I don't know if I like the whole thing where like there's the whole difference between them is like Mokujin switches styles with every round, but Combat changes with every fight. So if you're like stuck with a character that you're not good with, then well, yeah, good luck for the whole match. But yeah,
But like, I love the ending though, where he just like, "Yay, congratulations, Combat! The world's mine for the taking now," and he just slaps Lee's ass.
speaking of Lee, this is the first time we would get his excellent catchphrase.
Yes, it's true.
Mhm.
That's and he disguises Violet.
I forgot. Which ending was Tekken 4's ending for Lee?
This is the one where
that's the one where like he's saying like I introduced you to Combat, but Combat starts fighting him, and then after that, like when Lee beats Combat,
okay, it's not the one I'm thinking of then.
His secretary like tells Lee that his new Combat just pretty much wrecked Heihachi's shit.
Yeah.
All right, it's not the ending I'm thinking of. Okay, that one was probably in 5.
Oh, I think you're thinking about the 1 in 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Actually
we'll talk about that when we get to there.
Yeah.
Another really good ending that I really enjoyed was
I like Balrongs where they're.
Balrongs, yeah, I love that too because you get an extra fight with Jin afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You get an extra fight with Jin, and then
I love that shit.
The military comes in. They're all like upset.
And that's the one time that Jin speaks English.
Yeah. There's no reason to fight. You ain't got one? Well, I do.
Well, I do.
Poor Jin.
Okay, like I swear, like minions on with anything, whether it's the army or Star Wars, are like the worst shooters ever. How the fuck do they get licenses? They don't ever shoot the people who are trying to shoot.
Obviously, the only requirement is to hold the gun. They didn't think about the aiming part. Can you hold this gun? Yes, you get the job.
How easy to hit, and they dodged all of it.
Yeah, weren't their soldiers pretty much like right next to them when they got there? Just...
Look, they were just having an off day. They didn't have their coffee.
My God, dude, I can't believe. But I love like the rivalry that they had together, though. Like Horang is kind of a bit underrated, honestly, if you ask me.
I love Horang. He's one of my favorites.
He's cool, but like it's just shit. Like his rivalry with Jin is like almost non-existent. Like it's not in the main storyline.
It's played as a joke in other games endings.
Well, it's played. I don't think it's ever been played as a joke per se.
Maybe I'm
except for
thinking,
maybe,
maybe
except for
I'm
maybe
thinking of
Tekken.
somebody else.
He's like,
Except
he's like been between, I'd say.
you're probably thinking like Paul and Kuma's rivalry, maybe.
No,
Yeah,
no,
oh
no.
God, yeah,
I
that's super
remember.
goofy.
No, I remember one ending. Him and I might be
That's
thinking of a
another
completely
ending
different
though.
character.
Ending where he just like signs in his paw prints onto the contracts, and then like that he's getting all like Heihachi shares, and then there's one more where Heihachi gets Kuma's shares, but Kuma just paws Heihachi instead.
Yeah.
But
And
no,
Kuma's like one storyline is just to like beat Paul, and that's
Yeah.
it. I'm watching, and he's watching like martial arts through a TV from a family.
Mhm. That's actually my favorite Kuma story, though. Like,
Yeah,
I like
mine
the whole
too.
thing.
Mine too,
Yeah.
definitely.
Kuma
I think it's
doesn't
a much
make
better
any
storyline
sense.
than the Panda simping storyline.
And I actually like Julia. I actually like Julia's ending where she's at the computers. She like sees what's going on. She's like, "This is going to be the end of mankind." And the guy behind her, who's Dr. Abel, he's the creator of Brian Fury. I mean, he doesn't show up a whole lot in the series, but
he's about to die, so he's gotta like get cured quick.
yeah. But I love when he's in Julia's ending and he's like, this research is beautiful, isn't it? Why don't you join us? And Julia's like, no, this will be the end of mankind. And then she starts to like delete the research, and it was like, what are you doing? Stop! No! How dare you, stupid woman! Yeah, that's my favorite Julia ending, probably.
Yeah, mine too. Like so many characters I have my favorite endings in for.
Indeed. Who else? Oh, Nina.
Just for the record, when you say
Oh,
Eddie, you don't say Eddie. You say Eddie.
Eddie.
The fuck? Even as a kid, I was like, "What? How do you say it like that?"
Eddie.
Look it up.
Here, one of my favorites is Lei Wulong's ending.
I was just about to get to him too. I was gonna say like there's like a freaking triangle thing going on, just like Heihachi, Kazuya, and Jin. Like
there's one.
Steve, Nina, and Lei. Lei's story was like him chasing down Nina.
Yeah.
And Nina was trying to kill Steve, but decided not to.
Yeah.
Because that's her son.
Yes, exactly. And
Which
Steve was
like pretty
okay,
much
I'm being
ignoring
out of
later
here. I
games.
gotta pay up the guys who drove me here.
They brought it back at 7.
They did, but 7 doesn't really do much with it.
They brought it back at
We'll get to
7.
7 when we get to 7. We'll get to 7 when we get to 7.
7. It's the number after 6.
Yeah, Lei shot Nina in the freaking ankle though.
Well, that was in his version of the ending.
Yeah, that's just his version of it though.
Yeah.
I love when he bursts through the door. He's like, "Freeze,
Please,
freeze!"
please.
When he slides down the pipe.
Right? Yeah. The fucking like, exactly. I was like, what is that? I don't think pipes make that sound.
Yes.
Oh my God, what
So
else is
many good
there?
endings.
Oh, definitely.
I love the stage that in Steve's story mode, when you fight Nino, you're on like the statue stage, and it's like the music that plays is like the arcade music from the old games.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what else is there?
Uh,
I don't know. Like Brian's was weird though because like I don't see him like killing and causing destruction. It's just like him just getting to like Dr. Voskanovich's laboratory and just like explaining everything that's happening.
he's like near death, and he's just kind of like he's probably like still pretty woozy because he's like almost dead.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
as
just-
soon as the first thing that Brian does when it's not in the story, it's not in the ending though. But like in Tekken 5, like when it begins, the story literally says like when Brian wakes up, he just kills Dr. Vostanovich. It's like thanks for the help. Here's your payment.
Endless power. This is perfect.
And Yoshimitsu wants revenge like for killing Dr. Vostanovich.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you any
In
idea?
5, that is. In 5, that is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
I actually really like Yoshimitsu's ending too here because like again, he has the best design in there in that game, in my opinion. It's like Heihachi was supposed to share his like minions, like his shares to like the Majin clan, which is Yoshimitsu's from, but it's like, no, I'm not doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And then he just like escapes with it. Yoshimitsu
He's like, you guys are nothing but thieves, blah blah blah, and
Right.
Yoshimitsu's like, well,
do or evil will be judgment or something.
something like that. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I just love how they were just breaking into the vault while they were talking. It's like, Nani?
Right. All right. Worry or say.
I love that outfit that Heihachi wears in that. I wish they would actually.
Oh my god, the fucking thong.
Oh
Jeez.
wait, speaking of Heihachi, I love his entrance in the final stage.
Yeah, me too. It's like, yeah, this is the final fucking fight.
Outfit aside, his entrance is great. Like when he walks down the ramp and
Yeah, you got a good shot at his ass crack.
I don't want old man ass crack.
he walks down the ramp. He's all like, "Let's see what you've got," and then he smiles, and then like the
and then you
wall
look
just
down,
looks
and
like
then you look down on him. It's like, dude, seriously?
It's like, can you
Fight
put
like
some
that?
clothes on before we fight?
Man, one
Yeah.
other ending was there.
I think
We covered a lot of it though.
Yeah, we pretty much covered all. Like the only one we didn't cover was Xiao Yu's. I think.
I don't care about
I know
Xiao Yu.
you don't care about Xiao Yu. I know.
Non-flash. She just takes over the Mishima Zaibatsu. That's it. It makes a fun park.
I like that theme park though. It looks kind of nice.
It's pretty, yes.
I go to that theme park.
I just can't.
You go to any theme park you like. Come on.
Well, I don't get to
like
go to theme
Jesus.
parks very often, but
That's fine. Neither do I.
If Kuma owned a theme park, you go to it.
I want to go to Disney World again someday. It's been years.
Me too. It's far too overdone.
Yeah.
I think we covered all the stuff now. No.
All the endings, yeah.
Yeah, all the endings. Yeah.
I think we did. I don't think we. Yeah, I think I. Well,
I mean,
we didn't really cover.
Do I need
Kazuya
a
and
beg
Jin.
and cry to get to Tekken 5, please?
yeah. So I was just about to say Tekken 5. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I love. Yes, I agree with you on Kazuya and Jin's fight being like one of the best. Like
It
their
is
whole story with Kazuya wanting to be whole again because he lost half of the devil with.
Yeah, because of
Like,
Kazuma blood.
Yeah, and then he like tries to get it back, and I love like the whole thing where he.
I was wondering what the heck was going on before as a kid when he was like struggling. Like, Kazuya, what are you doing? I was like, okay, now I know that. Now that I'm grown up, I was like, okay, he's fighting the devil gene inside him.
He's like, we can work together. Yeah, it's like the whole contrast. Like Jin hates the devil, but Kazuya's like, yes, power.
Yes.
Hachi doesn't need it though. He's just like, I can catch bullets with my teeth, and I can survive explosions.
I can catch axes with my teeth.
Yeah, break it apart.
Wait, what
Of course,
did
that
you
was
say?
only one of the movies.
He can catch what with his teeth?
Axes with teeth.
Oh, axes. I thought you said asses. I'm like, what?
Tomahawk. It's a tomahawk.
I thought you said
yeah.
asses. He can catch asses on his
No,
teeth.
axes. AXE, but it's
Yeah.
actually a tomahawk.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember
A
that
tomahawk axe.
in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie, he like Julia throws one at him, and he just like catches it with his teeth and bites it off.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually Michelle, but close enough.
Oh, Michelle? Oh, okay. I really thought it was Julia.
Because that was like Tekken. That was
Tekken
the whole
1.
movie was like a Tekken 1 and 2 thing.
I think I didn't know who Michelle was during the time.
Yeah. Well, they don't focus on her too
No,
much.
what the fuck did like? I mean, he looks everything else, but that face and hair has got to go.
Wait, huh?
Kazuya. In the movie.
I like that face. It looked like he was an angry
He looked like
man.
a crackhead Vegeta.
Kazuya's an angry man.
He looked like a crackhead Vegeta who didn't like shave or trim in years.
Hey, look, times were tough, okay? He just wanted to kill his dad. He didn't care what he looked like.
Everyone else looked pretty nice though. I mean, granted, it wasn't really the greatest movie. It's not
Especially,
even good at all.
especially Anna in that shower scene.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who the hell? Who's Chun Li?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You got a shower scene? Okay. I remember the fucking music on that movie too. That was really good.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
I love
remember
that movie.
starting yesterday.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I cannot save you.
I love that movie
Lee,
so
Lee,
much.
Lee looked like he was.
It's one of those guilty. I know a lot of people hate it, but I don't care. I actually really enjoyed it as a kid, and I
I
still
haven't
do.
seen it in a while.
Those people are
but
wrong.
I like how Lee almost looks like
Still a good
Pegasus
movie
in that
for me
movie.
today.
Lee was a
Dude.
punk ass bitch in the movie.
Oh, you mean Lee? Oh yeah, Lee. Yeah, because he was so focused on making dinosaurs that teleport and invisible. Invisible dinosaurs.
Yeah, and he
Isn't
can't.
that cool?
He can't.
Isn't that?
And he can't fight for shit.
Yeah. I can't believe how violent it was too. Like you fucking
Anna's face.
fucking jaw open.
I think that's probably the most violent out of like all the Tekken movies.
Oh, it's the most violent Tekken's ever been.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the
And poor Anna, my girl gets eaten by one.
yeah face
I know.
first too.
Jesus Christ.
I felt
so
so bad
scared.
for her.
That scarred me so much as a kid. I like kept on replaying it over and over again.
Oh,
It scared the living shit out of me. I rewatched it 50 times.
Like, holy shit, that's terrifying. Let's watch that again. Oh shit, man.
I love that movie.
reminds me of that one nostalgia critic moment where he like reviews Space Jam and they get to the part where he's like the Monstars beat up Granny. He's like, did they just beat up Granny? They just beat up an innocent old lady who hasn't harmed anyone her life.
Yes, they
Can I
did.
see it again? I could watch that forever.
Oh shit.
Anyway, the movie was a nice intermission. That
I did like the movie. I don't care what anyone knows. I enjoyed it.
I
I'll-
liked the movie
I'll
too.
watch it again.
It's double S rank for me.
Fuck, I actually watch it again after this.
There might be a tier list on the movies, but
There's
Oh,
only
no,
two
maybe
though.
actually there's 4.
4? What 2 am I missing?
I just remember that movie is like infinitely better than the goddamn.
Oh yeah,
live
there was a live action one. That's right.
Don't bother. Don't even bother. I stopped watching after like 10 minutes of it.
I mean, come on. How
I've
bad
only
could
seen
it be? Ah! What's the 4th movie I'm missing then? Because I
It's-
know
it's
there's
actually
the old 80s, 90s one. There's the CG one. There's the live action one. What's the 4th one?
it's another live action one, but it was like I think it was like a digital only release.
Ah, gotcha.
It was I think it was more like focused on Kazuya, but it was another live action one. I don't know what that one was like because I haven't heard much about that one, but people actually say like the live action one's the best because it has like the best fighting. But
I don't know. That CG one, the fight between Jin Kazuya and Heihachi was
I
really
love
cool.
that fight. I love that fight.
I just watched that like last week. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That fight was awesome.
I love that. I mean, it got really cool until like the devil forms came up.
I'm not the biggest fan of the devil forms in that movie.
No, I
think
mean,
they're
sure am
too-
I.
They're like too over designed. They're like too.
Yeah, I like their other forms better. The other devil forms better. But then again, I don't like the devil forms there either.
Yeah, I know
The
you're
devil
not the
forms
biggest-
are stupid.
I think the triple threat match was way more hype and like the pinnacle of like
absolutely.
what the Mishima battle should be.
I remember one part where Heihachi like just German suplexes Jin while on top of Kazuya trying to get back up, and they just fall through like 20 floors.
Yeah.
That was so
Like
fucking
power
cool.
bombed Jin, I think, and Kazi was like right down there.
Yeah.
He power bombed Jin onto Kazuya.
I thought that was the most hype as fuck thing I've ever seen. That was
Yeah.
so cool.
That really was. That was the best part of that movie, definitely.
But no, it was like the only really like super hyped up part about that whole movie. Trust me, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the movie's okay.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I still prefer the animated version though.
Honestly, the movie was kind of garbage. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Until we got to that fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the best fight in any of the Tekken movies, the triple threat match. But I still say the animated version's better. As
Absolutely.
weird as that sounds.
100%.
Did any of you watch the English dub one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is it me or does Kazuya and Jin's voices need to be switched around?
Oh my god, I hated Jin's voice. It
I
sounded
don't hate
so.
it. I don't know. No, I've heard this voice before because he voiced Scorpion and Jiren.
I know, but it doesn't fit Jin though.
No, it does not fit Jin at all. That's
He
what I'm
also voices
saying.
Bob, actually.
Yeah. It
And
does
Kyle
not.
Herbert voicing Kazuya? What the fuck? It should be Jin.
I thought Kazuya was fine. It was
No,
Jin that was awkward.
Jin needs to be voiced by Kazuya's voice actor.
I mean, I think that I would ultimately be fine with that, but I was fine with how Kazuya sound. I hated Jin's voice. It did
Jin
not fit
I
him.
always love Kyle Herbert. Like, he voices like one of the best voice actors ever. Like, he voiced Kiba from Naruto, and he voiced Ryu from
Gohan and Ryu.
Gohan. I was gonna get to him. The the narrator from
The old Dragon Ball.
But-
Yeah.
and Aizen from Bleach too. Let's not forget that.
Yep.
But like shit, like I don't know about Kazuya though. He needs to sound like more deeper, in my opinion.
I
actually
liked
liked-
it. I just didn't like Jin.
I'm with Noah. I think Kazuya sounded fine, but Jin's voice was just too deep and like gravelly.
Yeah, it did not fit him at all.
Did
My
not.
favorite Heihachi
I still
English
think it should have
voice.
been switched out. Kyle Herbert
My-
should have Jen and Kazuya should have voiced by.
My
Paul.
favorite English voice for Heihachi is still the one he has in Soul Calibur 2. Like,
Yes,
that's
Kevin Michael Richardson.
yeah.
Is that the same voice actor for that movie and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, or was that somebody else?
There's somebody else in
Okay.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Blood Vengeance have the same English voice actor for Heihachi.
Yeah, I liked him. He did a good job.
He's good, but I just prefer the Kevin
I
Michael
never
Richardson.
played the PS2 Soul Calibur, so I don't know what he sounds like.
Mm.
And
That's
to be
all you
honest,
got?
he
Not
kind
even
of.
worth my worth.
And I'm gonna be honest, he was kind of the weakest of the guest characters.
Yeah. I have to say,
Nani, I disagree.
I'd love to show this.
You're a fucking fanboy.
I'm sorry, but when you have someone like Spawn, it's kind of hard.
And Link.
And like,
I'm just such a Tekken fanboy that.
yeah, I know,
Heihachi
I
is
hear
my
you.
favorite.
I do say one thing: it has better gameplay than Xbox, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But however, I think Xbox in Soul Calibur is the weakest one, just because of no, actually, I don't know. I still think I'd say PS2 still, because graphics and like Xbox is like has the worst gameplay, but it's not by a lot.
Hmm.
By the way, we're doing the Tekken games tier list.
Yes.
We're so-
I know. Well, someone here said
I
Soul
know.
Calibur.
I know.
we talked about we were talking about the movies for a little bit. And
Yeah.
then we just
Yeah, that too.
Intermission. Welcome back. All right, now we're gonna go
All right,
on to
let's make Noah feel better and just skip to 5
yeah.
now.
Let's go.
Let's
go. All right, Tekken 5 and Tekken
Four-
Dark
Four
Revolution.
four is outstanding. I really want to play it again someday. Best story, best stages, and really good everything else.
Eli, you're
But,
killing me.
No,
Alright.
we need help
Five,
getting
five,
that game
five.
downloaded.
Yes, we do.
Right, Zach.
I mean, I got 5 downloaded.
That's good enough for me. And that
Yeah.
shit.
Speaking of which, let's get to it before I die.
Yes.